Was this a master boxing class by Shakur? Did you think that what grade would you give him tonight?
I would give him like a B plus.
Strong B plus.
Yeah.
So he's passing that class and moving on.
Oh, definitely.
Do you think that he's got the goods to be undisputed at 130?
He's a very, very smart young man, and I think that as he goes up, he'll still do better. He'll still do good, even at the next weight class. I think so.
Kambosos is a horrible fighter. Horrible fighter. That's the man. Kambosos is a horrible fighter. And he's a pussy too. He pussed out. That's the moment he pussed out. Yeah. I'm telling you, I saw, man. You can't block fucking hooks, man.
Were you impressed, Tio?
No, it was just like a stretch out fight, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. He got the win. That's all that matters.
What did you think about Valdez's performance? Anything you liked?
He tried hard. You know, he tried hard. But this game is about boxing, you know, and Shakur got the skills to do that.
I want to thank God for putting me in this position, and without him, none of this would be possible. But I had a long week. I killed myself to make weight. All I wanted to do was come in here and perform, and I did everything I could to do that.
It's good shot. All right, time to wake up. Time to do the thing what I gotta do. After that, man, it is what it is. It's boxing. But you know what, man? I know what it is. I know how these people.
Yeah, you got to put me in that top 5. There's some tremendous fighters there. Since Bud retired, might even put me top 4. So, yeah, I deserve it.
Boxing pros clown Teofimo Lopez after loss to Shakur Stevenson, and this is where the reality really hits. The fight is done, the result is settled, and Shakur Stevenson has already outclassed Teofimo Lopez Jr. in the ring. Now the cameras catch the ringside reactions, with boxing pros openly criticizing Teofimo Lopez's mindset, discipline, and approach, while Shakur Stevenson stands tall as the clear winner and the standard setter.
Kind of surprisingly, what do you think about that? Oscar Valdez did land 110 punches during the
I mean, like I said, he's a volume puncher, throws a lot of punches, missed a whole lot of punches. So if he landed 100 and some punches, he probably lost. He probably missed probably 300. So it still was the same.
Was this a master boxing class by Shakur? Did you think that what grade would you give him tonight?
I would give him like a B plus.
Strong B plus.
Yeah.
So he's passing that class and moving on.
Oh, definitely.
Do you think that he's got the goods to be undisputed at 130?
He's a very, very smart young man, and I think that as he goes up, he'll still do better. He'll still do good, even at the next weight class. I think so.
Any challenges out there for Shakur? Who do you think is his biggest fight?
Well, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of challenges out there. I'm not saying there are not challenges out there for him, but the thing is that I think he's going to get better as he goes up in weight as well. But you have Devin Haney there. You have Ryan Garcia. You have Rowley. You have Tank.
Antonio Tarver and Terence Crawford sound genuinely impressed here, and it tells you everything about how high Shakur Stevenson's stock has risen after beating Teofimo Lopez Jr. They are not talking hype, they are talking pure boxing IQ. Comparing Shakur to Pernell Whitaker and Floyd Mayweather shows how badly Teofimo was exposed on a technical level.
I wasn't surprised. I knew he had that in him. I wasn't. Check Tarver's takeout, bro. He did that shit, bro, and he showed the world that he was a pound for pound type of talent. You know, you gotta start comparing him to guys like Pernell Whitaker. You gotta start comparing him to guys like Floyd Mayweather because he's going about it the same way. But tonight he put more of his heart on the line. He stood toe to toe with a beast.
Shakur Stevenson speaks like a man who knows he ran the fight from start to finish. There is no emotion here, just control and certainty. He explains how he pushes the action whenever possible and never lets Teofimo Lopez Jr. settle. That calm tone makes it clear this win is not luck, it is levels.
Just a dominant individual. Even with me versus him and the ref, I did everything I could to try to beat him up as much as I can. He held me the whole night, but I did everything I could.
Teofimo Lopez Sr. sounds unsure and already searching for excuses after Shakur Stevenson beats Teofimo Lopez Jr. Instead of owning the loss, he talks about weight and power. That usually happens when a fighter gets outboxed badly. Shakur controls everything so cleanly that Teofimo's own corner starts questioning where he belongs.
Anything you want to see him do going, should he stay at 30 or should he move up to 35?
You know, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for him going up to the 135 weight divisions, 140 because of the power, you know. So let's see what happens, you know.
Gervonta Davis calls it exactly how it looks with no sugarcoating. He points out the arrogance and sloppy approach that costs Teofimo Lopez Jr. the fight. Hands down, forcing shots and ignoring basics is a gift for someone like Shakur Stevenson. This is a master boxer punishing ego and proving that discipline always beats hype.
I think he just thought so much like the guy was a slouch, and he went in there and with his hands down, like, and he tried to force. There's so much things he did wrong in that fight that made him. Then he was too big-headed. For one, his father was too.
Floyd Mayweather stays calm and measured, but the message is clear. He avoids bashing Teofimo Lopez Jr., yet subtly highlights the challenges he faces. Moving up in weight is not a fix, it's an admission that Shakur Stevenson exposed serious gaps. Floyd's perspective shows that even legends recognize when a fighter gets outclassed, and how stepping into bigger weight divisions won't automatically erase the shortcomings Shakur exploited inside the ring.
I'm not going to sit right here and bash him or bash his dad. I wish him and his dad nothing but the best. Some people was telling me that he wanted to move up to 140. If that's the best for your fighter, then.
Caleb Plant gives genuine respect to Shakur Stevenson, acknowledging not only his strength but his skill and poise. Calling him a little champion sums up how Shakur dominates with precision rather than brute force. For Teofimo Lopez Jr., this is another signal that despite confidence and hype, his fundamentals and discipline fell short, leaving him exposed to a younger, sharper fighter who executes flawlessly in every round.
He looked strong, he did good, and you know, he put on a hell of a fight. And he's a hell of a fighter, he's a hell of a champion.
Devin Haney breaks down the mental side of Teofimo Lopez Jr.'s performance. Focus and discipline are everything at this level, and Shakur Stevenson never allowed him a moment of control. Devin notes how distracted Teofimo was before the fight, showing that overconfidence and ego cost him dearly. Shakur capitalizes on lapses like this, turning mental mistakes into tactical dominance, making the defeat not just physical but psychological as well.
What did you make of it?
At the end of the day, if you look at interviews before the fight, I was saying that, you know, something looked off about him. He looked like he just wasn't really focused on the fight. He said my name before the fight more than he even said.
Keyshawn Davis delivers praise that sums up Shakur Stevenson's total control in the fight. The hug is more than celebration. It's acknowledgement from a fellow professional that Teofimo Lopez Jr. was outclassed in every facet. Respect from peers like this signals to the boxing world that Shakur is operating at a higher level, while Teofimo's loss becomes a cautionary tale of arrogance meeting precision and skill.
What can you tell me on Shakur's victory, my guy? What's your thoughts on Shakur's victory?
Antonio Tarver sums up the spectacle and Shakur Stevenson's dominance perfectly. Traveling from the UK and delivering such a masterclass shows his focus and skill level. Teofimo Lopez Jr. is left exposed, unable to land meaningful offense or dictate pace. Tarver's comments reflect how impressive Shakur looks not just in results, but in control and composure, cementing this victory as a statement for the boxing world.
Fight, bro. It's easy to get a guy hurt, but it's great when you finish it. You feel me? The dude had an amazing night over here. He came all the way from the UK, bro.
Terrence Crawford breaks down exactly why Shakur Stevenson's performance was so dominant. Teofimo Lopez Jr. could not impose his game plan at any point, forced into uncomfortable exchanges and reacting to Shakur's control. Crawford highlights the tactical brilliance, how Stevenson makes his opponents fight on his terms and neutralizes any natural advantages they might have. It is clear that this was not a lucky night for Teofimo Lopez Jr. His inability to dictate distance, pace, or strategy allowed Stevenson to showcase superior timing, movement, and combinations. Even a skilled puncher like Teofimo struggles when forced out of his comfort zone, proving that Shakur Stevenson's intelligence and ring generalship are at elite levels. This ringside insight shows the fight was a chess match, and Teofimo Lopez Jr. was always one step behind, leaving him exposed and outclassed.
He wasn't letting him do what he wanted in there. He wasn't letting him just box his way through the fight. So, you know what I mean? He had to stand there and fight him at times.
Kell Brook dissects Teofimo Lopez Jr.'s mistakes perfectly, emphasizing how emotions overpowered strategy. He notes that Lopez fought too aggressively, swung recklessly, and abandoned measured boxing, leaving openings for Shakur Stevenson to exploit. This reaction highlights the mental breakdown as much as the physical one. Stevenson's calm discipline contrasts with Lopez's overconfidence and headstrong tactics, proving that composure and intelligence win at the highest level. Even top fighters like Kell Brook recognize that Lopez's approach was fundamentally flawed, and Shakur's precision punishes mistakes consistently.
And both amazing fighters, but you know, I put Lopez up. Look at him, he's an unbelievable fighter. I was so shocked that, you know, he got the loss in the weekend.
Right, so do you think it was completely the wrong tactics? Do you think he fought with too much emotion?
Too much emotion, you know. I think they got too much emotion. He went in there and he was swinging for the houses, you know. He was really going to take your head off, and it should have. When you go for the knockout, you don't really get the knockout, you know. You don't really get it. You know, sometimes you do, but like I say, if you box and stick to the game plan, what the coaches and what you come up with.
Kell Brook's reaction captures shock and disbelief over Teofimo Lopez Jr.'s performance. He points out that Lopez's father and corner may have misjudged the fight entirely, failing to manage his aggression and overconfidence. From round one, Lopez appears reckless, leaving Stevenson to exploit every error. Brook's analysis emphasizes how preparation, composure, and adaptability define elite boxing. Shakur Stevenson is the complete opposite of Lopez, strategic, precise, and patient. This perspective underscores why Lopez Jr.'s loss was not only tactical but also a lesson in respecting the opponent and adhering to disciplined fundamentals, highlighting Stevenson's dominance.
Obviously losing all the belts. Did you see that coming?
Yeah, no, I did not see that coming. You know, with me, what said Lopez had beat Lomachenko, and nobody gave him a chance. But I could not believe it that he'd lost, you know, to him. But his dad did. What a stupid thing his dad would tell him to go out and just to go out and just look how he was going off from round one. He got knocked down, and then his dad saying to him, "Go out and do it again." Like completely wrong, you know, completely wrong tactics in that fight. But both amazing fights.
Paulie Malignaggi offers a measured perspective, giving credit to Teofimo Lopez Jr.'s career while acknowledging Shakur Stevenson's decisive win. He recognizes that Lopez Jr. is young and talented but emphasizes that losses like this reveal key gaps in discipline, focus, and fight IQ. Malignaggi's insight frames the fight as a learning moment for Lopez Jr. rather than a fluke. Shakur Stevenson's dominance is clear. He controls the ring, dictates pace, and forces his opponents to react. Even experienced analysts see this as a defining victory for Stevenson, underlining his technical superiority and tactical awareness.
Good job, can't take anything away. You know, Lopez was the favorite. Lopez has been super impressive in his career. I'm sure he'll be back. He's got to probably, we all have to assess things after a loss, but he's young, he'll be back.
Paulie Malignaggi breaks down the technical and mental failures that cost Teofimo Lopez Jr. the fight. He points out a lack of discipline compared to past performances and highlights a critical underestimation of Shakur Stevenson. At world-class level, any misstep is punished and Stevenson exploits every flaw. Malignaggi emphasizes respect, focus, and preparation, showing that young fighters cannot rely solely on talent or past victories. Stevenson's dominance reflects how strategy, composure, and awareness consistently overcome raw power, leaving Lopez Jr. exposed at every turn.
Oh, I don't want to say overlooked, but I definitely felt Lopez fought a much more undisciplined fight than he did against Lomachenko. I thought with Lomachenko he was so
Looked like he didn't
savvy.
have a plan.
Yeah, and I don't know if he you know, it's a lack of respecting your opponent, which is something that sometimes when you're younger you do. Well, you can't overlook anybody at this level. You know, when somebody's fighting for a world championship, they are very hungry, and they're always going to come at them.
The fight is over, and there is no question who controlled the ring from start to finish. Shakur Stevenson proves why he is one of the most intelligent and skilled boxers in the world. Teofimo Lopez Jr. came in with confidence and hype, but it quickly became clear that talent alone is not enough. Shakur dictates every exchange, controls the pace, and forces his opponent to fight on his terms. The ringside reactions from legends like Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta Davis, Antonio Tarver, and analysts like Paulie Malignaggi and Kell Brook make it clear that Lopez Jr. was exposed on every level. Every comment highlights discipline, precision, and mental focus, as the different Shakur Stevenson demonstrates that preparation and ring IQ can dismantle raw power and overconfidence. Teofimo Lopez Jr. now faces questions about strategy, discipline, and how he will adjust for future fights, while Shakur cements his reputation as a complete fighter and a master of timing. Every pro sees it, and fans feel it. This victory is a statement and a warning to the entire division. Do you agree with how Shakur dominated, or do you think Teofimo can come back stronger? Let us know in the comments, and join the debate on who should face Shakur Stevenson next.